And we're live, ladies and gentlefolk. Let me just quickly adjust this here. There we go. That looks proper. Yes, thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Everyone Dice, an all-queer tabletop role-playing stream. We're doing our homebrew D&D world. We did not have Lynn last session, unfortunately. She missed quite a doozy, but you know, that's what video on demand is for. I will just pass the mic right over to the wonderful Kiana Lynn.
Alright, so, as you guys know, we are part of the Be Gay Roll Dice Queer Actual Play Podcast Network, and this week I wanted to tell you all about Tabletop Roulette. Tabletop Roulette is an actual play anthology podcast featuring a rotating cast of GMs, players, and games, especially focused on uplifting marginalized voices. They play all sorts of games, and are always looking for new players and GMs, as well as fun new games to try. You can find them on Twitter at TTRPG Roulette, so Tabletop Roulette, or on the Discord listed under their account there. And you can just look up Tabletop Roulette on your podcatcher of choice.
Indeed.
All right, so internal announcements. Once again, please go check out Preparing for Paris on Kickstarter. It is almost done, and last I heard, Logan was incredibly close to a major stretch goal that he's super excited for. So go check that out. Support your favorite queer Aussie indie tabletop developer. And yeah, we're really excited about it. Another major thing that we are super excited about announcing today, we are going to be doing a one-shot of Wonder Home on the 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Central, featuring myself, AJ, Kacey, and Logan, who has yet to be on stream. It will be his big debut of streaming on Compass Rose Productions. And we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We're really excited to play this game. Please go look it up on Kickstarter as well. That Kickstarter ends on September 3rd. Jade Dragon put a lot of work into it with a lot of really great collaborators. That's all on my end, but Erin has some things to say about Grinding Coffee.
Alright guys, Grinding Coffee, they are a Black LGBTQ plus owned coffee company. They are great. If you guys want to help us out and help them out, you use our affiliate code or our discount code, which is Compass Rose Pro, and you guys get a discount on your coffee, and we get something from that. And they have great coffee, guys. It is delicious. They have tons of different kinds. They have regular. They have tons of different like sourced coffees and flavored coffees, and they have K-cups. So try it out. It's pretty good.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to trying them out. Hopefully that's what my delivery is today. We're gonna have to take a pause in like 10 minutes or so because I've got a delivery coming. But with all our announcements out of the way, I think it's time we get back to our fantastical world. When last we ventured forth, my friends, the five of you had set about tracking the Redcaps further into the Lurende forest. During the night, you were haunted by a pair of black eyes. And in the morning, you found that the tracks you were following had split into three, and set about trying to find the one that had Lizzie's heart. You followed one trail to a group of redcaps and set about to turn the majority of them into friends, and the rest into unwilling friends. Then, due to Alois's majestic winged badger and Shay's very quick thinking, you were able to steal a pouch, which you later learned had some kind of strange seed in it that was wrapped in hair. You returned to Lizzie's tree and planted it in the possum known as Mitch, who died? You're not too sure what happened there, but a very strange looking tree grew from that, and you were told that if you could not find Lizzie's heart, this would help mitigate that. After that, you returned to tracking the Redcaps, and during that evening, Shay met the individual with the black eyes, an individual known as the Lord of Wood and Bone. And that is where we pick up the morning after all of that.
I can't believe I missed huge NPC death, Mitch.
I know.
I can't believe I wasn't here for
the most important thing that you missed.
The most important character death.
More important than session 50 and finding out that Cordelia hates us all.
Guys.
And that Bernie's actually a dragon.
Yeah.
This Mitch tops all that.
It is. It was definitely. It was a groundbreaking moment.
There were tears.
There were tears. But.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
So, okay. Where are we right now?
You are not too far away from where the tracks began to split. You followed the southern tracks, I believe, like the southwestern sort of tracks, which had led to your new friends, one of whom was going to get into dance.
Are we traveling with them?
No.
No, not
No.
even a little bit.
Okay, I don't know.
I hope we never see them again. Well, okay, no, I hope we see the dancer again, but not being a mercenary.
We're at the crossroads that where one of the paths leads to them. And we stopped for the night here.
Well, it leads to where they
were.
So we're going after them because they have the heart?
No, the other
we're
group.
There's
Yeah,
two groups of red.
They had split off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Eloise used her scent to track the parts of what they had that sort of smelled like Lizzie. There were two trails that had that. One led you to those individuals. Your cat is going crazy, Aaron, and it's amazing.
She's having a good time back there.
And you found the seed that way.
Okay, cool.
So we have rested, which
You've
means I have my
rested.
spell slots back.
Yep. Shay has
Nice.
not informed any of you about her encounter.
Yeah, we
I
have
thought I
just
did.
woken up.
Did you?
I thought I told you guys about.
She told me. She told Eloise. And then Eloise was
Oh.
like, "Oh, good. I'll put out more sacrifices."
'Cause
for him,
you
Because
were-
I remember
You were
I remember being super casual about it.
you were third watch, I believe, weren't you, Shay?
Yeah, and Alois was the last one.
Okay, so you
I
told
think.
Eloise, who is Eloise.
Yeah. And then you were going to tell the rest of us, but we decided it would be best to wait for Lynn to be able to join us.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Quick question. So just am I hungry right now or no? Is that fading or is it just not present?
You're no hungrier than you would normally be in the morning.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how hungry Bernie normally is.
Yeah, a moderate, a reasonable amount of hungry. I don't think she's used to skipping meals, so she's pretty.
The hunger of routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You no longer feel that gnawing hunger that you felt the day before.
Okay, good to know. Another quick question, just because I'm looking at my spells here.
Mhm.
Is that an effect of the skull just being what the skull is, or is that an additional curse on the skull? Would I have any way of knowing that?
I mean, you could try to make some kind of Arcana check, but I will tell you that would be a fairly difficult check because that kind of stuff is new to you.
You could ask Cordelia to make the check because she's smart.
I will. Yeah, I'll just put it out to the entire group. I don't. Wait, is this the dumb group or was that our pirate group where nobody had?
No, your pirate group is stupid.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Jeanette is smart.
It has 20 intelligence.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
I forgot about
yes.
I think it's just
but
Jimmy and Petra.
but the Sky Pirates group has Jimmy, which detracts 20
I owe her
intelligence from the whole
compensate.
group.
He's book smart. He's just not wise. All right. So I will just put it out to the entire group. But Cordelia.
One quick second, I have to go. Delivery is here. Do continue. I will watch the VOD. Just let me know what you guys get to chatting.
All right.
While the DM's not here, I'm the DM and I give myself triple advantage.
Great. Okay.
Now that Casey's not here, I'm the DM and I give myself plus 40 in wisdom.
No, wait, hold on. I'm the DM, and I
Okay.
reach into that bag of holding and pull out Lizzie's heart and solve all of this.
Actually, I think, guys, that I am the dungeon master, and I think that I am now the Lord of Bone and Wood, and I ascend to Fey greatness and save the world.
Oh.
There we go.
Good.
But what does that mean for Zala?
You can come with me.
Okay.
You can ride on my back as I go like a rocket.
Weird Fey dragon.
yeah. You just sit right on my. Yeah, it'll be great. So. Oh, I seem to have a spot of trouble with my memory. Refresh me. We are currently tracking the red caps. When we get to them, are we going to go about this in a friendly manner, or are we thinking,
Well, it
Not
worked
exactly
well last
friendly.
time.
we could try diplomacy? I mean, Cordelia, you're quite adept at it. Or
As
just
it
straight up.
worked last time.
Didn't
did
Cordelia
work
charm
last
her and then we bamboozled them?
We did.
I lied through my teeth.
Did they tell you guys why they were going after the?
Oh, they
They
had
don't
no
know.
idea.
They don't know why, or who hired them.
They were
at
more
all?
clueless than we were.
Mm-mm.
Okay. But what should our strategy be concerning them? Diplomacy first, and then, spells blazing after? Or should we just outpace them and get there first?
I'm not sure
I don't think we
outpacing them is an
can.
option now.
They're more than a day's travel ahead of us.
It's been a while.
Oh no, the DM's back.
Yes, I'm back.
My
no
plus
longer-
40 wisdom is gone.
I'm sorry.
It was fun while it lasted.
Unless.
No.
Oh, I made a check, and
What did you
not
get?
with my self-imposed advantage. Just normally, I rolled a 19.
I would give you advantage because Bernie's trying to help you.
I got another 19.
Great.
Hell yeah!
You're not too sure. You suspect that it is probably some kind of effect of the skull. You know that curses tend to be things that if you are affected by them, they don't go away once you would be cursed. And you either wouldn't be able to get rid of the curse or wouldn't be able to get rid of the item. So, in your mind, you're leaning away from curse and more like magical effect of the skull. But
She holds up the skull. So, it's like messed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the messed up effect is integral to the skull. Because it looks really messed up.
It does. How did you get that from my bag? I will put it back in the bag of holding.
Sticky fingers.
Perhaps we should just sell it. I don't know if it's worth keeping around, honestly.
We just have to find a buyer first. Maybe the gentleman we're chasing will want it.
Maybe. And then we can...
I'll pitch it to them.
Well, I don't want to hurt them, but... I don't. I suppose we should just get started and then we'll see what happens when we get there.
That's always the best way. Go in with no plan.
Well, we can talk about it on the way there, but we're not doing
I mean,
ourselves a favor sitting
That's
around.
what we did last time, and it worked out great.
I had a plan. A dead sister, something, gets the heart.
Actually...
The only thing that went wrong was they didn't have the heart.
Do you know anything about maybe... I mean, they're mercenaries, right? They're for hire. I wonder maybe what their prices are like. Perhaps we can just buy their company to help us retrieve the heart instead of whoever they're working for.
Now, I may not know a lot about economics, but I'm pretty sure we don't have enough money to do that.
Yes, I doubt we have the kind of money that they're getting paid to come into these woods.
But, Cordelia, I mean, you have your magics. Maybe we can sway them a little bit?
Actually, I would like everybody but Eloise and Zala to make me a history check.
Have fun, y'all.
History? Never heard of it.
That's
I have heard of
minus 2, so non-natural 1.
All right.
Amazing. I'm proud of you.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I have a natural 20.
Ooh!
Plus 3.
Okay. So, hey, Captain. Bernie and Shay, you know as much as Jon Snow does. Cordelia, having lived in Dunlin for your whole life, having lived near the Lurende, you know it is very odd that a mercenary group of the Red Caps standing, I guess, would be hired to go into this forest. From your recollection, the forest has more or less been like, all right, just forget about the forest. It used to be part of Dunlin, but now it's sort of considered, like people just don't go there. So the fact that there is a mercenary group here doing something, it puts you on edge a little, because you know that they probably wouldn't normally come here.
So it's like there clearly must be something very important here, something that someone's probably paying out a lot of money to get them to do. Is
very likely.
Then we definitely don't have the money to pay them more. I got no money. Oh, I do have money actually, but they can't have
They
it.
don't give money, but alright. And how far was it that you guys said we were behind them? Are we like a whole day, or like
More than a day at this point.
More than a day.
Damn it.
Because we went down one road, and then back up, back to the tree, and then back down. And that that was a couple of days of travel doing just that.
Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but start.
We just have to move as quickly as we can.
We start running.
We start sprinting through the woods. Go, Steven, go!
That's
Steven.
not tenable.
It is
It's
for like about
quickest way.
I could.
Constitution. She can run. She can sprint for like, I don't know, a couple minutes, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, we're gonna start taking points of exhaustion if we do that now.
and possible dexterity checks to avoid tripping.
Yeah.
Because the path is no longer as easy as it was when you all had first started tracking.
Are they not cutting a way through it? Are they just like...
They are
They-
not. When they split up, they ceased, like, really carving their way through it. So
Okay.
it's more
Because
like...
they didn't have to march like
Yeah, they were one big group, and now they're a bunch of smaller groups, and we're following two specific small groups. Well,
Do we know
one.
how many there were in those two, or in that one group?
In the one group you met the other day, there were 5 individuals among them.
And then that... Do we know if it was that one group that split up, or do we just know that...
You know that the groups, there were 3 sets of tracks that split.
Oh, okay.
One going to the northwest, one to the southwest, and one just straight west.
We initially followed the one to the southwest,
Mhm.
so now we're going to follow the one to the west, right, Kacey?
That was the one that also had the scent that you smelled.
And that's going towards Liefield?
You think?
Maybe, hopefully.
Former
Do
capital.
we have do we have a map?
You do?
Yes. The road's running.
Yep.
Can we read,
Oh, God.
read the map to figure? Are we going? Do we, the players, not know, or do our characters not know if we're going towards Liefield?
So yeah, last
Both?
week, Alois and
They do
Zalba sort of figured out where we're going, but there's only so much we can do that accurately because the map isn't necessarily 100% accurate, and it's not the most familiar territory.
And it's old. It's an old map.
Yeah.
Huh, there's a river on it though.
I was
Shouldn't we
waiting
just follow
for...
the river?
I was waiting for
I
someone
noticed
to
that, but
to
we
notice
don't
that
know, I did notice that.
that there's a river and a lake.
That a river that goes directly to the place we want to go.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
but
don't
I
actually
figured
know
that
if we're
was part
there.
of the Outlander thing.
Why is it, my idea is that we don't actually know that they're gonna be there, so we need to actually
Yeah,
track the scent.
we don't know that that's where they're going is to Liefield. We think that's where they're going.
Well, but if
That's
the
fair.
heart
We wanted
is
to
in
go to
Liefield,
Liefield anyway.
why? If the heart is in Liefield, why are we bothering following?
We don't
We
mercenaries?
don't know. We
Because
don't
you
know
guys-
if that's where
The
the heart's
heart's
going.
with them.
That's a good point, Scotty. You don't know that they're going to Liefield. You're walking that way with Liefield as sort of a heading. In it, like, you know Liefield is that way, but you don't know if they're going to Liefield.
I
Well, here's
feel
my
like-
question. Go ahead, May.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like if we found the river and followed it to Liefield on the hunch that we have that they're going to Liefield, if we're right, we'd close the gap quicker between us.
But if we're wrong, we never
we
find
lose
them.
the trail.
But here's the thing.
Cordelia's not too
you guys-
attached, so.
You guys had talked to the mercenary band, and they didn't have the heart, right? They were also looking for it. So
No, they were not looking for the heart.
what are they looking? What
The
are they-
one that
They
we
were
talked
keeping
to.
guard.
Yeah, they were keeping guard over the other thing that we took, the seed. We
Very
took the
badly.
seed from them. So we're pretty sure that the other group, the one that we didn't choose to follow last time, is the one that has the heart. We think.
We didn't really get that much information from them.
They
They didn't
didn't
know
have
much
much
either.
information.
Okay, so out of the forest, we are traveling deeper into the forest by following this mercenary band. Yeah.
hmm
Why are they going deeper into the forest, though? If their job was to get the heart and leave, you'd think that they would be
We
leaving.
know what their job was.
Good
We have no
question.
idea what their job was.
there is definitely more to this that we don't know. Like there could be some dark magic ritual that
they
they're
said
trying to do.
that they said that their leader is the one, like their actual leader is the one that knows the details of the job. The rest of them just do what they're told.
Yeah.
I think we'd be better off trying to find the river and follow it.
I am going to ritual cast augury. So augury, through employing a divination tool of my choice, I receive an omen from.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Lynn.
Man, we
Lynn.
lost Lynn.
There's
No,
your omen.
Lynn.
Okay,
No.
hold on.
The gods are mad.
Rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan
God,
to
that's a
take
cat.
within the next 30
Hi,
minutes.
Am I back?
Hey, welcome back. Casey read the
Your
spell.
blood hand now.
Oh, I would be a very bad
That's
Eloise.
So the divination tool that Bernie is going to employ is automatic writing. So she sort of enters I don't own any little bones or anything, so I think, she's a writer. She has her notebook that she uses to take notes in. I think that she just sort of shuts her brain off and lets her hand write. And then that is how she will receive this message from her patron, is by writing just without thinking.
What is the question you are writing?
Yes.
The specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Following the river. She is meditating on following the river and what that might mean for us.
You let this ritual take over and feel your body sort of pulse with magic as your hand moves of its own accord. And in a script, like, it's in common, but it is not necessarily in your script. The results wheel and woe come out.
That's not helpful.
Woe, sadness. That's not where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, but wheel is good.
Wheel
Woe
is good
bad.
results,
We got
woe is
both
bad
of them.
results. Wheel
It's
and
good
woe.
and bad.
But wheel was
get
put
to life
first, so
but
it's better than it's
we
bad.
get to Liefeld first, but we lose the trail and we can't find Lizzie's heart.
Yeah, alright. Well, based off of this reading, I think personally we should just give up on the river and keep following the footprints.
But they're already ahead of us.
And I think if we follow the river, there's a high chance, based on what my god has told me, that we will lose them even.
How does your god know?
He's a god! He can see everything! He knows everyone! He's
Aren't
the
they-
Lord of Bones!
Well, okay, I'm going to ask my guy.
Yeah, that's a good idea!
And I'm gonna...
I'll have my guy call your guy.
Have my
I'm
people
going
call
to-
your
It's
people?
gonna go bad!
listen really hard. Can I hear the river? That's my divination.
Make me a perception check.
No, I'm bad at that.
Too bad.
18.
You do hear in the distance, sort of to the south, a gentle flowing water.
No, can't hear anything. I guess we better go. Follow the path then.
What
The
did your
river will still be there later unless something truly cataclysmic happens.
That's very true.
Alright, but if they're going to Liefield anyway, and it would have been better to go to the river, then you guys owe me a drink.
We will admit that you were right, yes.
And
I
to
don't
be
care,
fair,
you just owe me a drink.
they're searching their way to Liefield. We just have to track their scent.
That is fair. It's quicker for us. Alright, let's go.
Eloise, you going to be leading the tracking?
Yes. Point.
I will cast... Wait, I looked up the wrong spell. I need to print out spell cards.
They are helpful.
Spell cards are useful. Oh man,
Can
one
I
of my
get
spell cards got wet. Y'all.
Aw.
Which spell?
Stop using your
Expeditious
spell.
retreat.
Stop using your spell cards to stir your tea, Scotty.
I don't do that. I don't fucking stir my tea.
Badger Alois returns for another session.
Okay.
I will...
Cause that keen smell, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you need assistance in tracking? I could give you a little bit of a boost.
You're speaking to a badger. Right.
She's already a badger.
You can nod or shake your head. Do you want help? Well, okay. I scratched Alois's head and I'm like, alright. Well, if you need any help, let me know. With magic, Alois. Alright.
Alois
Give her the
doesn't know
help.
what you mean by with magic. You just said with magic, and I was like, but what do you mean?
Yeah,
with
I could help you
magic?
with, like, I could help you track better with magic.
Bernie, I think you should just do it. It's not going to be bad.
Unless it's giving me advantage, because then it would be bad.
Is it bad if I give you advantage?
I already have advantage.
Okay, that's why she's asking. Do you need help with your tracking ability?
No.
Okay, alright. Well, scritch, scritch, scritch. And then I stand up and I'll walk away.
Let's
All
get
right.
tracked.
So, I would like you to make me a perception check then, Alois.
So 28.
Again.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 26, not 28. I added that wrong.
What you
Numbers.
notice is that the scent you are tracking has diminished since you last assumed your badger form. It's much more difficult to focus on this scent mingled with the other countless smells of this forest, but you do manage, following the smells and the occasional like boot print, you are able to keep on their whatever trail they seem to be taking to the west. While following this trail, which has grown steadily more difficult for you all to track as you go, you find yourselves in a small open clearing. Dominating much of this clearing is a pond with water that is both crystal clear and incredibly still, despite the soft late summer breeze. Alois, Bernie, and Shay, as you break through the tree line to see this pond, on the far edge, you spy a figure. A lone figure with dark, furred skin. The features of some kind of beast. However, the proportions are decidedly humanoid.
Werewolf?
Does it look like the guy that I saw at night?
It does not.
Okay.
You mean the Lord, right?
Yes.
It does not look like that.
Werewolf? Werewolf?
Is it a werewolf?
It's kind of difficult for you to really tell. It looks maybe wolf-like.
I will point it out to the two who didn't see it, just sort of tap them and gesture.
Alois being Alois and currently a tiny badger, walks into the clearing to say hi.
I'll follow her. I'll follow her.
I'm sticking close to Bernie.
So the creature across from you doesn't seem to be aware or paying much attention to your presence. Just got its muzzle sort of buried in the pond, lapping up clear water. As it removes its snout, it shakes its face clear and sniffs at the air, and its eyes lock onto the five of you. There is a sense of curiosity and panic there. And before any of you have really any time to do anything, this figure stands up to its rather impressive 6-foot height and darts into the forest.
I wave as best I can as a badger goodbye.
I think we scared them.
I think so too.
What was it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You could make a check.
What
would like
Kind of a check would it be?
That would be a nature check.
I'm okay at best at that.
Where?
I got a 10.
11.
I rolled a 2, so a 6.
I got a 9.
None of you
We have no idea what this is.
are really sure what this creature is. Bernie and Zala, it looked kind of similar to the... Do you know, like the very first sort of pictures of dinosaurs we used to get where they were like really shittily drawn and like they all used to look like rhinoceroses and didn't look like dinosaurs? You've seen pictures like that of creatures that are called werewolves. But that didn't look anything like the picture you saw.
Huh.
I don't know.
And Alois' head, she's like, the new friend is gone.
Perhaps it's just best if we keep going and maybe keep an eye out as well.
Yes, we should focus on what we're here for. Hopefully they will see that we aren't here to harm them.
Hopefully. I think we project a rather friendly aura, personally, but
I try to.
I think you do. Guess that's all we can do.
Don't hurt yourself.
Keep going.
Jamming my knee into my keyboard shelf. It's fine.
Let's
fine.
keep on tracking.
All right. You continue making your way through the forest. And as you travel, the woods seem to close in around you. The brush has grown very dense and wild. Jagged grass cuts at your ankles and clings to your clothes. The branches above have twisted together, almost entirely closing off the canopy. Only the faintest of light streams through, but your path forward is now unfamiliar as the tracks you've been following are no longer visible in the underbrush.
Thankfully, we aren't relying on sight.
Yeah,
The nose knows.
indeed.
While we're following Alois, Zala's keeping an eye out for pretty flowers.
Aw.
Zala, you do find a flower that you've not encountered before. This very beautiful yellow-orange kind of flower that sort of like lays flat open with its the flower thing in the middle. I don't know proper flower terminology, even though I worked in a greenhouse. However, as you approach, you see a fly or bee of some kind land nearby, and the flower closes up around it.
Oh, that's interesting. I suppose I should leave it be then. If I pluck it, I will kill it. In a different sort of way than other flowers.
It's a Venus flytrap, right? Am I?
It is.
Or is it like a little different?
It's different than a Venus flytrap, but yes, that is the
Okay.
inspiration that I took for creating it. So I'm gonna do something a little different with travel encounters. I am going to get one of you to roll me a d20 and tell me what you roll. So one of you can decide who is going to do that. Alois? Okay. Roll us a d20.
2.
Okay.
Well, maybe this
We
is
don't
a
know what that
maybe
means.
This is a high or low situation. Quickly, before we do like any type of encounter thing, as we're walking, I will say to Shay, I'm brainstorming plans about maybe what we can do when we find these mercenaries. How would you think about maybe and she says this quietly, and she knows that other people have seen Shay do this, but she's still saying quietly, maybe you can transform into one of the other ones that we've seen, if it's not them, and then that can be our in,
I mean, I've thought about it. I mean, I could do it. I remember the guy's face.
Yeah, exactly. Do your clothes, you can't,
I won't. I don't believe I changed my clothes. But I can, cover myself in my cloak or something.
This might be a little bit of a personal question. If you strip nude and then transform your skin to look like clothes, does that work?
That's not how that works. I would just be the person I'd be turning into, but naked.
Even if you haven't...
And in that case, I'm not sure I'm not even sure how that would work because I don't know what that guy looks like when he's naked.
That's just what I was going to ask. Would you just have somebody else's that you have seen? I don't know.
You asked me like I've done this before.
I figured, I don't know. I guess it's been your whole
Amazing.
life. So, but no, you're right. You've never tried to? No? Alright, well that's fair. I suppose it's a rather large invasion of somebody's privacy. But, it might be an idea. Maybe you could be like, we have a lead and you're bringing us in or something.
Yeah, we could try something like that, assuming they don't start just doing their own thing.
Yeah, true. I just would hate for Cordelia to have to burn her energy for the day, charming them again, and then, if things get into a fight, and then, Is it tiresome, actually, for you to transform?
Not really, no. I mean, it's not like I'm limited in how often I can do it. I can just I just have to know who the person is.
So you could just you could just roulette wheel style transform into all of us?
I mean, it takes a couple seconds for it to, do its thing, but in theory, yeah.
Okay, alright. But don't ever turn into me without telling me first.
I will try my best not to.
Okay.
Alright. So, after that interesting conversation that has sprouted ideas that I did not know I wanted answered, what does happen when a changeling of one gender transforms into another gender that they've not seen before?
Can you wait? Okay, can you?
I feel like they just
mismatch
the body knows.
Probably. You probably can.
Psychically reads.
The way I think about it is if they
Just
don't
Barbie
know
doll
it, yeah. No, I was thinking she would take, if she had seen a man who is naked, she would use that and have just everything else about the guy that she does know. So kind of mix and
Jigsaw.
match. Yeah.
So
God.
her nudity is based on who she's seen before naked.
Amazing.
So, question then. Could you do that with other bits and pieces? Could you do my face with Cordelia's eyes? Is that possible? Or are we just doing this to cover
I don't think so. Because that's different.
How Picasso-esque can we get?
Well, I'm just wondering because it could be useful if you want to create a face that, is unique by matching other people's faces.
I think that's what the line is you can't make a person who is completely unique. It has to be very clearly a person that exists.
But if it's a compilation of people who do exist...
I don't
I think
think
it's
that
an issue of whether or not they know what they look like. So if they know someone looks like that, they can't change it.
Okay.
You know how when you dream, you can't dream about a person you haven't seen before?
Yeah.
True.
Like that. You may not know exactly what the person looks like. You might have an idea of their face, but you can get the basic idea of what they look like.
Okay.
Alright, that's good to know.
Solved the dire changeling Ken doll question. Because I was wondering, are they just like a Ken doll and they're just smooth down there?
I mean, now we're talking about, changelings in their original form, not changelings when they are transformed into somebody else.
Well, that's a good question as well.
Hold on. Okay. Bernie's actually not done with this conversation. She turns back around.
Okay.
She says,
Carry on.
You can't turn into people you've never seen before, right?
Right.
So is this you?
No,
Oh.
it's really hard for me to go around looking like me.
Why?
Because it would be very clear that I am a changeling. And people don't really trust changelings.
You had mentioned. Well, does that bother you?
Not really, no.
So who is, this then? I mean, to me it's you, but I guess to you that's not really accurate.
I honestly could not tell you because I can't remember who she was. She was just a face I saw on the street in a town far away, somebody who didn't mean anything to me, and someone I knew I would never see again.
Can I insight check that? Is that true?
I hope we see them again.
What if she had accidentally
It's so weird.
picked up Lynn's dead girlfriend's face by
Well,
accident?
I would have recognized her. That is a 12.
Roll your check and then tell me in Discord whether it was deception or persuasion.
I mean, I rolled a 10 plus, I believe her charisma is like +2, but she wasn't lying. So
Just persuasion.
yeah.
In general, Bernie, she's a bit hard to read, but she seems pretty on the level about what she's talking about right now.
Alright.
Now I really want to go to Ur2 and explore changeling culture because I think it's going to be fascinating.
I mean, I've told you little bits about what I think their culture is like, so...
Oh, for sure. But, I want to do it in game where everyone can experience it. Episode 50, guys.
Episode 50, the gang goes to Ur2.
Yeah.
And turn it into a beach episode, too.
Yes.
Yeah, the Beach Dragon Cordelia's Secret Shay Changeling Society beach episode.
Yeah. And then
Gonna
at
be
the
really
end
good.
of the episode, Bernie turns into a dragon.
Yep.
Wow.
Right. So as you all are traveling in this deeper part of the forest that is a little bit more difficult to navigate through, but thankfully Alois is guiding you with her badger nose.
The nose knows.
The nose knows. You stumble upon an area of the forest where a rather... I don't know exactly how to phrase this. There is a very wet, crunching sound.
A
From
wet crunching?
nearby.
I don't like how you
How is
phrased
it wet
that.
and crunchy?
Like soggy potato chips?
Like...
I don't like that image.
Sill's right. It is the sound of Sill eating chips. It's like the sound of, like meat and bones being just crushed under powerful jaws.
Let's just keep walking.
Also, sounds like home. Let's go.
No.
I'm gonna try and grab Eloise.
Let's go. Little badger Alois ain't afraid of nothing.
Is that where we're supposed to be going, though?
She's following her way. She's following her nose. Her nose knows.
Is it in the same direction?
I mean, Not really. It's just in this general area that you are all walking right now. It's like if you heard, like if you were walking and you heard like a tree fall from like 40, 50 feet away or something. Like that is the sound you're hearing. It's nearby, but not close enough where you could really see what it is from where you are right now.
Let's not go over there.
Cordelia, as you hold up tiny Eloise, she still is making like a moving motion.
That's like when you put a dog down near water and they start kicking. Yeah.
We
That's
can
really cute.
skirt that.
Yeah, I think that we should. I think we should scat it.
I think
Hold Eloise out. Which way? Sniff.
God.
Which way do I point, Kacey?
Still pointing kind of westward.
I point as Badger. Badger points.
Alright. So you all make your way through this area. Do you move quieter at all?
Jay wants to.
I'm going
It
to
would
try
be kind
to.
of hard to with Steven.
Yeah.
We go. Shh.
Very slowly. Yeah.
It's a valid question. I seem to always forget that you have Steven.
Maybe we can wait. How heavy is the cart? How heavy?
Very.
Is the cart?
We've gone through this before, Lynn. It's very
It's
heavy.
a cart.
No,
It's,
that was for our Friday game, and we figured out that she could have done it. So maybe Zala can do it.
Oh, right.
You want me to lift the cart?
Well, here's the thing. I'm also strong. I'm a buff lady. Not as buff, but I'm pretty buff. You take one end, I take the other. We unhook Steven. We go as quietly. Listen, I'm not about to fight some sort of bone-crunching, flesh-eating monster in the woods. I'm not gonna...
I don't want to fight them either.
Is it
I
an
want to
alligator
strike them. I want
Is
to.
it
I want to
an
go
alligator?
quiet.
Hold on. What were you saying, AJ?
If it wanted to kill us, it would have killed back there.
Well, we're
It
not
would have
past
come
it.
and attacked us. It ran away.
We don't
Oh,
know if it's the same thing.
Yeah, we don't know if it's that.
Why are we talking and not being quiet?
We should just go around it. Whatever it is.
I'm very
If it's
scared.
simply a creature of the woods, and we go around it, it should leave us alone.
Alright. We'll go quietly.
Alright. Can I have everyone...
Guys, move forward. Eloise makes motion move, and then it makes another motion. And it makes another motion.
Can I have everyone make a stealth check? I guess except Eloise, because you're a badger.
He was being
And I'm carrying-
Cordelia.
Can I
It'll be
help
fine.
Cordelia?
No. I don't know how you would help her be quiet.
She can stuff her face into my fur because it's soft.
That's true.
I got a 14 on my stealth roll at disadvantage.
I got a 13.
I also got a 14.
Can you roll me a d20, Aaron, for Steven?
Go, Steven!
17.
Thank God.
Steven, the quietest among us.
Yeah.
I got a 17. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, but you're a human. Well, humanoid.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, this dice didn't roll very well on Sunday, so let's hope for y'all's sake it is still that way. So as you all are moving, the crunching sound stops.
Got my hand on my great axe.
Yeah, I'll take out my weapon. My warhammer.
There's no following shifting of brush or anything like that.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the direction of where the crunching was, but I'm definitely wanting us all to keep moving.
Make me a perception check, please, Zala.
Because I'm so good at that. Oh my god. And yet, I got a nat 20.
The brush in the far distance is tossed aside by the breeze, and you see this enormous, chitinous, insectoid creature with its head up, large front pincers clacking as it sort of looks around.
Keep moving. Stay quiet.
Wait.
Has it seen
Can I
us?
smell that thing? What does it smell like?
It smells like raw meat and earth.
I don't like this.
I'm just solidly at the back trying to usher everyone to keep going.
Has it seen us?
It
Not as far as I can tell.
from what Zala saw, it does not appear to be moving from where it is, and after a moment or two, as you all continue to quietly continue on, that unpleasant crunching sound begins again.
Bernie makes a prayer motion. She's just like, yes, thank you.
I'll put
In
Alois back on the
Alois's
ground.
head. She's like, I hope we can come back to meet our new friend properly.
Okay, no, I don't put Alois back on the ground.
little
it's
little
back on
furry
the
dowsing rod.
I imagine that Alois, for whatever reason, always wild shapes into an almost babies. Not quite babies, but almost babies.
Because
fair.
Alois is baby.
Considering that Osimar have 140 years lifespan and she's a druid, she is baby. Comparatively, she is baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you all continue on after that interesting experience. And the night grows very chill, and you feel that it is time to set up camp once again. It's a little bit difficult to properly guess the time due to the canopy having closed in so much, but you get the feeling that it is about the time you would all normally set up camp.
Time set up a sacrifice for the night.
Perhaps no meat this time.
Okay, but I need bones.
Well, we have to eat, so there will be bones.
Depending
But
on what
fresh
you eat.
bones.
We could eat vegetables, berries. Many things don't have bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your trail rations don't have bones.
Yeah.
because that's
Thank you.
hardtack.
But I have a hunting trap.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
and
you'll
Alois
have to
and
make
Zala are
survival
both Outlanders,
checks.
so
You will have to make a survival check to
yeah.
hunt for something. But yes, you could definitely do that if that's what you would like to do.
I would prefer to hunt over using rations.
Yeah.
Where are my d20s? There they are.
How many days has it been?
20, Casey.
Since you've entered the forest?
Can I?
Yeah. 3.
It's about 4.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And I've got a
20, Casey.
13 on my survival.
Not natural.
Zala, you do manage to find some root vegetables, some edible mushrooms and berries. Alois, you manage to snag a deer in your hunting trap,
That's some good eats tonight.
and you're able to prepare a rather delicious feast for everyone. What is the watch order?
I would like to take first watch, if no one is opposed.
I'll do second.
Shay'll take third, just because she wants to see if the Lord shows up again.
And then there's one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will happily volunteer for it.
All right.
We've been forcing Cordelia last session.
They were forcing me the help. It was awful.
There you go. Pull
Alois,
your weight.
I want y'all to know that Alois makes a very hearty organ stew out of the deer's organs.
Oh, yummy.
We gotta eat the organs.
Of course you eat the organs. Don't waste anything.
Cordelia will take something
There
that
is
an organ
Organ
stew.
stew, I want you to know, Lynn, turns black as you cook it.
Yeah.
That's
I like that. That's
so
cool.
It's
That is
actually
very cool.
it's actually really good. But
It's
like
also super nutrient rich.
you like looking at it,
It's like
As-
sludge.
looking at it as a more North American-esque diet, it doesn't look great. However,
Oh,
it is freaking
Excuse
great.
you,
Hey,
excuse you.
sorry,
as
white.
a colonialist North American
Yes,
diet.
sorry. That is a better way to phrase it.
this looks pretty good, actually.
I don't know. Why does it turn black? Scotty?
Those are questions for the all-nighters.
Well, we can answer questions here too, damn it.
But we've got D&D to play.
Fine.
It's mostly from like the tissues rendering down, basically.
There you go. And we will do a deeper dive on why it turns black this week at the All-Nighters.
Assuming that the heat doesn't try to kill Kacey again.
I checked, it should be good. So, first perception check for the night, please.
Oh god, that's me. I don't know why I'm checking. I know I don't have proficiency. It's 13.
During your watch, you hear rustling nearby, but nothing catches your eye. You sort of are on edge a few times during the night because you hear what sounds like possibly some kind of pack animal hunting together, but nothing really happens during your watch. Second watch.
$18.
Similar to Zala, you hear the occasional rustling in the bush, the hooting of owls. Nothing really comes you guys' way. though. What do you do with your offering?
Oh, I basically get the most, like, thickest bones, which would be, like, the femur and things like that, and pile them up and then leave the skull. Did I get a buck or a doe?
A doe.
And pile this skull on top of it and leave it for the Lord.
Okay. You are not sure when, but at some point, the bones you left vanish. Other than that, though, your watch passes without incident.
Meanwhile, Eloise is gnawing to get some marrow out of one of the smaller bones.
Third perception check, please.
That is a 12.
Oh, we lost
no.
one.
Valentine's Day curse.
Your watch passes very slowly. You sort of keep on edge because you're interested to see if your new friend might show up. And you do spot black eyes watching you from the shadows.
Shay will just wave, but continue going about her watch as normal.
Why won't he say hi to me?
Only third watch.
He's got a thing for third watch. It's in his backstory.
Did we find out about the backstory at session 50?
It's session 50.
Great.
Yeah, and Bernie for your fourth watch.
Yes, so I'm actually just going to rely on my perception.
Your passive?
My passive, which is
18.
18. Wait. It went up, actually, because my wisdom went up.
People.
So it's 19 now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you because I didn't write it down.
My passive was a 19. I forgot about that as well.
About 19. And I am going to ritual cast augury again.
Okay.
And focus on blank my mind. Focus on
You
continuing to follow, like track these guys.
Yeah. You do not get an answer because you have no intention of doing that within the next 30 minutes.
When does my wait? I have last watch, right? That means everyone's gonna be getting up.
You can specifically time it for like near the end of your watch if you want.
I'm gonna time it for the end, and
Okay.
Within the next 30 minutes, we're gonna be up. We're gonna be walking. I'm focusing on that.
What? Sorry. Say again. What are you asking?
Just about like continuing to track after these guys. If this is gonna go bad or good or what today.
You get the same answer.
Okay, nothing.
Great.
The same answer as you first got when you answered it. Wheel and woe.
Whoa. The answer could also be nothing, which means nothing particularly good or bad will happen.
Yep.
Okay, so it's wheel and woe. Okay, cool. And I will start cooking breakfast for everyone, because I'm nice like that.
What do you cook?
I don't know.
Although we probably still have a ton of deer left. We had an entire deer left.
Well, if we ate organ stew last night, I will use some of the meat and I will cook up, like... I don't think Bernie's a great chef. I think that she cooks about the level, a college student could, like spices up ramen. You can make bacon. I just cook and season meat. We're just gonna eat meat for breakfast.
That's fine.
Makes
Like
me
a-
really
It's
sad.
cool with that.
Like some kind of scramble minus the eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. A scramble minus the eggs.
We probably still have a ton of organ stew left as well. It makes a lot.
Yeah.
And we
But,
probably still have extra meat. that
She's
we-
also a little spoiled. She's not a
deserve.
fan of eating the same thing 2 days in a row, so she'll just cook up some deer meat.
All right. So, can somebody, not Aaron, because you already rolled, roll me another d20? for
Sure.
Potential travel encounters this day.
7.
Cool. And that's where we're going to take a short break. We'll come back and find out what a 7 means.
Great.
Friday.
So, as always, for the break, we are going to do the art raffle. So all you need to do is enter the password. What did we decide on? Was it bone? Bone. We'll do bone. Enter the password bone into the chat for a chance to win a sketch bust of a character of your choosing. And as a reminder, if you've won, you can win again. So just type bone in the chat and you never know what's going to happen. You do need to either be a part of our Discord or have your Twitch DMs open so that I can get into contact with you. I only need to do it once. You only need to do it once.
Jake,
Jay.
I just saw his message get deleted.
our auto mod won't let you curse.
Just type bone, and not a dirty bone, a clean, creepy bone into the chat.
To be fair, I did see T Hunter 121 post bone
Yeah.
in the chat. So
Clean, creepy bone.
there you go. All right. So we're gonna be
I'll
back.
have you know those bones we left were gristly and had meat still on them.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll find out who won. Stay tuned.
Great.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in between or irrespective of that binary, pull up a chair and put down your chips. It's time for Tabletop Roulette. We are an actual play tabletop anthology podcast with a rotating cast of players, GMs, and games, running one-shots and short campaigns, focused on uplifting people from marginalized backgrounds. You can find us every Friday, wherever you find your podcasts, on Twitter at TTRPG Roulette, or on Discord at the link in our Twitter and in our show notes.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us during the break. Lynn, why don't you tell us who won your lovely art giveaway?
Congratulations to Sil Grace. You are the winner of the art raffle for this week. I sent you a message on Twitch and through Discord, so make sure you get back to me and we'll draw your character up.
Congratulations. All right. So, sorry, just adjusting this. As you, okay, I have to remove this because it's irritating the hell out of me.
Yeah. Face band-aids are never fun.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Hopefully, that helped. Anyway, you all make your way in the same direction that you have been traveling for a few days now. Because there was a back and forth. As you make your way away from your camp, you find something that is somewhat unpleasant, possibly, for some of you. You find a skeletal recreation of a deer.
It's a sign.
It's certainly interesting.
Are the bones gristly like last night? Like the ones that... Oh, okay, so this is for us.
A
Did
gift.
Shay... we need to stop. Did Shay tell us about the Bone Lord? Not the Bone Lord. The Bone Lord is not a thing. The Lord of Bones is my god. The Lord of Bone and Wood is Shay's thing.
We've got the Lord of Bone, and then we've got the Bone Lord. They're two very different.
Maybe Bone Lord
No,
is Cordelia.
neither Alois nor Shay have talked about this, but you guys did see Alois put out a strange pile of bones last night, and it was gone the next morning.
I don't question Eloise.
So, the only people who might have some inkling as to what this is are Shay and Alois. The other three of you sort of find this gruesome totem just in the forest.
I think Bernie thinks it's quite lovely.
Yeah, I think
Is
Shay looks at it and just kind of goes like, "Oh, that's probably from the Bone Lord."
The,
Because she's definitely calling him the Bone Lord.
Who?
the what?
Wait. Do you mean the Lord of Bone?
The Lord of Wood and Bone. He's,
Oh.
Of the fort.
yeah,
of
he's
the
from the
forest.
forest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was leaving out those bones last night. And look, he did such a great job.
I guess that probably would have been important to tell you guys.
Okay, so who is this Bone Lord?
Lizzie's boyfriend, I think.
Oh, good for her. Are you okay?
At least that's-
Yeah, sorry, I like.
Push to talk.
Push a dock.
Oh, yeah. I inhaled, and it went down the wrong. Yep.
We're so good at this, y'all.
Yeah, we're definitely professional streamers.
Somewhat.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So Shay would probably say something along the lines of, I think he's some sort of protector of the woods. He didn't really specify what he did, but he did say that if we were here to harm Lizzie or the woods, he was going to come and kill us.
Oh,
Well,
I did tell him that we're looking
is-
for her heart.
It is
I
good
don't
thing we don't want to harm Woods or Lizzie.
No, I just don't know if he believes me or not.
And I've been leaving out bones for him every night.
well, this is quite lovely. He's turned it into something beautiful. Bone Lord, if you're
This
out
beautiful.
there, I'm a big fan. I think so. I think it's quite, striking of an image.
Question,
I'll
Kacey,
agree with
is it
that.
just like normally how a deer stands, or is it like upright? Upright.
That's so cool. Big fan. Bernie's hard into the goth aesthetic. She loves this. She thinks it's great.
I thought for a moment you were about to say Bernie. Just say Bernie is hard. I was like, what?
Well,
Anyway, Alois is happy that he liked what she left.
All right. And after that interesting discovery, you all continue on. Oh, damn it. Though the forest has almost seemed to close in on you. It begins to thin, ever so slightly. And moments afterward, you spy through the trees a lake and a large city built at the edge. As you approach, you can see the city is little more than ruins now. The wall that once surrounded it has collapsed, and the buildings within are in the process of following suit. A slick green and brown moss covers much of the city as the forest has begun the process of reclaiming what was taken from it so long ago. What would you all like to do?
We should be on guard as we enter, assuming we're heading into city.
Perhaps first we should skirt the outer walls and look for any signs of entry? Footprints or disturbances?
Probably a good idea.
What's that going to help? We'll just know they're in there for sure.
Well, yes, but we might also be able to tell how many are in there. Maybe they met up with more people or something like that.
And narrow down where in city.
And what do we do when we find them?
That's a very good question, Cordelia. Preferably we don't have to harm any of them too badly. They don't seem like good people, but, I mean, one of them wanted to be a dancer. I don't know, we got to know a few of them a little bit, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable to think that we could...
Let me see if anyone around here knows how many there are, or where around they went. Any animals around, Kacey?
Make me a perception check.
Or fish? I critically failed. Remember, my passive is 19.
There are animals nearby. You can hear birds chirping. You can see fish in the lake, jumping. There's nothing nearby, though. The animals seem to be giving this place a bit of a wide berth.
Maybe I can go and fly and see if there's anyone nearby?
Yes, but let me see if I can give you some extra protection before you do that, just in case something bad happens.
Like what?
Like, I still need to print out spell cards, so give me a second. I'm waiting for my Rook and the Raven notebook to arrive. What animal are you going to be turning into?
A rat.
Are you going to turn into a flying rat? Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I will cast Aid, which lasts for 8 hours, and I take a little tiny little piece of white fabric, and after you turn into a rat, I tie it around your little rat foot, and now you have an additional 5 hit points added to your maximum. So give you a little bit of extra survivability as a rat, so you don't, get shot by an arrow and then fall to your death. Just in case. And the whole time Birdie's going like, I'm just going to tie this little bow around your little foot, and then she pats your head.
So what I imagine comes out of my back as my wings, as like a tiny little rat, are like dandelion leaves.
Sure.
Flapping very hard because I'm the rat.
So this dandelion winged rat takes off into the air. What are you specifically doing or looking
I'm
for?
seeing
Thank you, Chewie.
if I can see a group of movement, basically large movement, or just a group of people around or in the city.
Give me a perception check, please.
Also, wait, I'm done. Aid is up to 3 people, so I'm gonna choose. I chose Alois for 1, and then I tied some white fabric around. We'll do Cordelia and Zala as well. Just an extra 5 hit points for each of you.
Great. Those are temporary HP, I assume.
Doesn't specify that they're temporary. It just says your hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Yeah, no, it boosts your. I think it boosts, but it boosts your maximum.
It boosts your maximum during the duration of the spell, so it's temporary, but it's not temporary HP.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, and it's for the next 8 hours, so we are covered for a while.
I got a 24.
All day, probably. Sorry, you got a 24? Okay, I need to make some notes.
I'm very observant, Kacey.
Yeah, no, I know. From up in the sky, you can't really see anything of note down in the city. You don't, you're a little too far up to see if there's been movement within it recently, but there's no one on any of the, rooftops. You cannot see anyone milling about any of the, buildings that are either fully collapsed or half collapsing. It seems pretty empty.
Can I smell fire anywhere?
Can you smell fire anywhere?
Yes, if they stayed here for at least one night, I think I should be able to smell traces of fire still.
Do you have advantage on smell checks as a rat? Alright, you can give me another perception check for that.
It's 26.
You do smell fire, actually. Still going fire. And something cooking on it. You're not sure what.
Smell good?
Yeah. Some kind of spiced dish.
What general area in the city is it coming from?
So there's... The city itself has got a bit of a weird layout. It's kind of near the center, where you can think that's where the market district used to be. Just based on the layout as you look down from above.
Okay, I'm gonna return in my little rat dandelion form. And I'm gonna unwild shape. Okay. I didn't see anyone, but someone's cooking something and it smells delicious.
That's probably where at least some of them are, then. Could you lead us there?
And then
Wait.
what?
Did you transform back into not a rat?
She transformed back.
We just march in.
Well, actually, Shay and I had talked a little bit about, depending on who's in there, her turning into one of the other red caps that we had seen the other day, and then maybe bringing a couple of us in, maybe saying that we are, I don't know, locals who have news of the area or something.
Locals to
Locals of forest.
abandoned woods.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen stranger things out here than maybe a couple people living in the woods.
Eloise maybe, but I don't look like I live in the woods.
I also don't look. Bernie looks down at like her
You do right
corset
now.
and her long skirt. She's also like, I also.
No, I look like someone who doesn't live in the woods, but has been in the woods and is therefore dirty.
But you've been living in the woods the last 4 days.
No, I've
That's
been
not-
passing through.
It is not same as living in woods.
Maybe Shay takes Alois in. The rest of us post up and hide somewhere. And if it goes poorly, we can jump in and help.
I can try.
Try to
I'm
throw
not
food?
Are the
greatest at
two of
hiding.
you good at lying? Because my
perhaps-
guess would be no.
Well,
I'm not too bad at it.
Well, you'll just have to carry Alois. Not literally.
there
With your
must be a-
lies.
We'll solve our problems.
So what do you
I didn't
guys
see
do?
anyone really moving throughout the city.
Or if that's too complicated with too much of a high risk, because I could see a scenario in which we can't get to them fast enough to help. We could just go in. All of us.
There should be somewhere near where they are for us to hide, yes?
Well, look at Alois.
I think
I mean, it's a whole city that's basically empty, so yeah.
I think something like what we did the first time is probably a better idea. To have the people who can hide, and then have the people who are good at talking go in.
I'm happy to go bamboozle them. That's my
I mean,
special.
I can talk to people too. It's just, would you rather have me going in and doing the talking, or me being around just kind of hiding, ready to ambush if we need to?
You are very good at hiding.
Yes, I am.
But I'd hate for somebody like Cordelia, who usually sticks to the back lines, to be the only one up in the front.
Well, it wouldn't be combat.
Well,
It would
no.
be a verbal joust.
I can get in
But,
there very
you know-
fast if something does happen.
Yes. I just would worry, Cordelia, that, you might not be able to ensnare them all with your words, and then maybe the worst happens.
You don't need
Oh,
to worry.
I can help. I can help make that better once we get there.
It's not that I doubt your skills, but if the worst comes to worst, you might get really hurt.
I have backup plans. B, C, K,
What?
M,
What's plan M?
P.
No. What's
Murder.
Plan
M is for murder.
Alright, I shouldn't have opened that door. Well, what's plan
Plan
M?
Partisan dies in Plan
Plan
M.
M is always murder.
Duly noted. Alright, so what are you all doing?
Wait, is Plan A assassinate then?
Plan A is assassinate, Plan K is kill, M is murder, O is obliterate, it goes on and on.
D is drown.
He is drown. He is eviscerate.
Plan P is poison.
So, we find somewhere close to hide. Cordelia goes in to talk. And we stand ready to aid if something goes wrong.
Would you be more comfortable coming with me, Shay, or
I can
hiding?
come with you. If it ends up that a fight does start out, I'm no good from far away, so...
And you can carry me to safety.
I'm not very strong.
Is your
You
goal
look
to
quite
have us
strong.
all carry you?
It was nice. I'd like it to happen again. My feet are tired.
But when we get close to them, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on Cordelia. Specifically for Eagle Splendor.
All right.
Alright, me and Shay are going in.
Okay.
And the nerds are staying back.
The nerds.
Once we know where we're hiding, I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on myself and hold my action to run in if something happens.
Okay. So, as you all make your way through the city, you can see that this, at one point, was probably a very beautiful place to be.
It used to be the capital.
Yes, this did used to be the capital of Dunlin, before something happened. The city now is just every city you'd see in a post-apocalyptic, vines growing up, buildings destroyed. The market district that you get to, there is a large fountain area in the center that is devoid of any movement of the water. It's a very stagnant pool of water. And there's a lot of toppled debris that you could hide behind. There's a few nearby buildings that you could potentially hide in. But you could easily be within earshot of the building that Alois points out to you all when you get there. Cordelia and Shay, how are you doing this?
Remember,
just
Cordelia, you're under the effect
Casual.
of Eagle Splendor.
What does that do?
Advantage on charisma rolls.
Nice.
Doesn't she also get temporary hit points?
Yes, because she is aid.
Nice.
Or enhanced ability?
Yes, she is, because she's under the effects of aid. Oh, that's a good question. Is
the
aid
ability
concentration?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
Unless Shay says otherwise, Cordelia's just walking in, cash.
Yeah. That's what Shay thought the plan
for-
was.
For enhanced ability, the subject also gain. Oh wait, no.
Lynn died.
Yeah, we lost one. There goes one.
Rip.
So we'll be back in 3, 2, 1.
Nice job.
Wow.
That was spooky.
I
How'd you
have to
do that?
choose one, and Eagle Splendor only gives advantage on charisma.
We
And
just
since
have
that's-
that much experience with Lynn dying.
We do, yeah. All right. So, Shay, are you invisible when you go in, or are you going in with Cordelia?
She's just walking in.
Okay. Cordelia and Shay, you walk into this building that you're not exactly sure what it once was, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking this was probably some kind of tavern based on the layout. There's a large, long counter near the back that was probably the bar. There is a fireplace to the far right, and you see that the fire is burning, and there are a few pans and skillets in there, things cooking. You do not see anyone immediately, but as you enter, a set of footsteps begin to descend the stairs, and stopping at 3 steps from the bottom, this very small figure, cloaked in what looks like moss with this strange, almost like a mushroom cap on top of their head. You just hear a, "Ah! Who are you?
Hi. Are you open?
Who are you?"
I'm Cordelia, and this is Shay. And what's your name?
I'm Sprig.
Sprig?
Sprig.
Where did you come from?
You're cutting out, Casey.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
Where did you come from?
Well, the woods. North,
The woods.
east. Yes.
Northeast. Outside the woods.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up, not using Expeditious Retreat, because I don't think that this situation requires me being on guard.
I will follow Zala.
I'm sorry.
Who are you?
My name is Bloodhound.
Friends.
Who are they?
This is Alois.
Hi.
And the figure books it upstairs.
Oh no, friend.
You scared him.
I wasn't
Bernie looks
trying
like she was
to.
about to cast something, and then she just drops her
I'll
hand.
go get him, and she starts like skipping after
You might
him.
scare him
You-
more, Eloise.
You're too energetic. Please let me.
Yeah, that's maybe a good idea.
I think I am. Shay and I are the quietest, I think.
I mean, I wouldn't
I'm
say
scared him.
but chill.
Yeah. And Zola characterizes it as quiet. That's how she characterizes chill. And she's gonna go up the stairs and say, We're sorry to scare you. We just wanted to speak.
Why did you come here?
We're
Saw your delicious cooking.
we're looking for something that was taken from someone.
I didn't take anything.
You're cutting out. I assume you said I didn't take anything?
That is what that is. Hold on. I'm just gonna switch to push to talk. So I
Valid
stopped doing
option.
that.
We aren't accusing you of taking anything, but we think the people who did take what we're looking for came through here.
No one's come through here.
Are you certain?
Oh, George. I am certain.
I'm gonna insight check him.
Sure.
Me too.
I sniffed him all the way here. Even if you didn't see him, where do you think they might have gone?
I only got a 12.
7.
Bernie, this figure is a little difficult to read. Shay, you don't sense any deception in his words.
I mean, it doesn't seem like he's lying.
You're down there still. Can you take my mushrooms out of the fire? I don't want
do
them to
that.
burn.
We can do that for you. Listen. What we're looking for is very, very important to Forest, I believe.
They stole Lizzie's heart.
There's a shuffling upstairs before this figure creeps down and pokes their little head over the railing, and you can just barely see them from where they're standing on the stairs. They did what now?
They took Lizzie's heart. and we're trying to get it back for her.
Oh, that explains everything.
I'm gonna slowly walk up the stairs. Just very, very slowly, with my hands up, like I obviously don't want to hurt you. Would you like a hug?
No!
Alright.
Is he within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions, just to give this dude some fucking chill. He needs to chill.
Okay. Is there a save on that, or?
It is a Charisma saving throw.
What's the DC?
DC is 13.
He passed.
Damn it.
What did you do?
This is a verbal spell. So I think Bernie was just like, maybe you should calm down now. And then it didn't work.
I'm calm. I'm plenty calm.
Alright, everybody take a step back and give him some room. What does this explain, sir?
It explains why the forest has been dying.
Well, we're going to find it and return it, so you don't need to worry.
You're gonna find it.
That
Yes.
is the plan.
You're good people. Not like
We're
the others.
certainly trying to. Others?
Oh, there were others, weren't there? You were keeping secrets, Sprig.
No, there are others in the forest. I know.
Do you know where they went? We believe they have her heart.
Oh.
I sniffed them to here. Not to here specifically, but to the city.
They probably went to the tree. That's where I've been tracking them to.
I'm going to
You
hold up
see,
my
like,
hand.
an oh shit face come on to Aloe.
Tree?
Are you sure you don't want to hug? It'll make you feel better.
I am very good at hugging.
Make me a persuasion check.
Me or Cordelia?
Whoever would like to hug him.
I want to hug him, but my
Persuasion.
persuasion's shit.
No, make a check.
Casey, after the oh shit moment that
Yes?
Aloise has, she's going to say, in Druidic, do you mean the pale tree?
What did you both get on your persuasion checks?
13.
I got a 23, but if he accepts it, I will also bring Zala into the three-way hug.
I have big beefy arms that are warm and good for hugging.
He opens his arms for you, Cordelia. He seems to tense up a little when you hug him, and more when Zala begins to hug him, but she doesn't pull away, and it's more the way you might expect a incredibly frightened animal to react when you're just like, it's okay, and you're just petting them now. When you say that, Alois, he looks at you and says, what do you know about the pale tree?
Again in Druidic, it's like, that's
And-
my purpose.
And I should clarify, sorry. He's also saying that, he said that in Druidic.
That's the reason I exist. I need to find it.
Whoa, it's near Careholt.
We need to protect it.
Do you two want to share with the class?
Silence.
No, okay.
Staring at you.
Sorry, I'll shut up, keep talking.
There's like a super uncharacteristically serious look on Alois's face.
He looks at you, Alois, with these eyes that are way clearer than they were a moment ago. And he just says, You're a seedling. In common.
Yeah,
Seedling?
that's what I am.
Like, young or...
Technically. That's what I am. That's what I've always been. But we need to protect it.
Protect what?
The tree.
And protect it we will, when you explain.
That's where they're taking Lizzie's heart. We need to protect the tree.
We need to know what's actually going on, or we can't properly, adequately protect anything.
The tree is the pale tree. My
And
god.
what's the pale the tree is your
Your
god?
god?
The tree is the giver of all life.
I feel like we can have this history lesson later, and then we can, stop this big tree from being destroyed or corrupted. I feel like that's more important than figuring out what this
is more likely.
Very important.
Sprig, will you help us?
Oh,
You don't have to fight or anything, just help us get there.
I can't help you. I have so much to do.
What do you have to do?
I have to count the leaves.
I can help you with that when we get back.
No, I have to do it now.
But Sprig,
I have
what
to
if we
know
don't?
how far the corruption goes. So many trees.
Sprig,
20
if we
less
stop it-
leaves.
if
20.
if you help us get there, we can stop corruption.
I promise.
I've never left my home before.
First time for everything.
Oh,
We will
what the
keep you
tree
safe.
Think of it this way, Sprig. What's the point of the tree giving you life if you're just gonna sit here constantly?
You make a good point, seedling girl.
You gotta live. Experience things.
Think of it as journey of self-discovery.
Yeah. Oh, a journey of discovery, self. Okay. But I need to eat first.
Of course.
Very important. Very important.
I don't
Can't
have
leave all
enough
this
for
delicious
everyone
food.
else.
We still
Oh,
have some
no.
leftover organ stew if you want.
No, I'm a vegetarian. But thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Shay talked to the Lord of the Forest and Bones, and I have been leaving him bones. And he hasn't killed us yet? Yes. Hasn't killed us yet.
I hope I'm not
He
dead
doesn't
yet.
seem to be paying attention. He's kind of nestling down into a very broken down, comfortable chair without its legs, and has pulled all the skillets and frying pans in front of him and just has begun eating.
Okay. Let's do a quick group huddle. Let's just do a quick group huddle. Hello. Out of earshot. Are we going to play with us?
Yeah.
We need
At
all the
least-
help we can get.
At least guidance to Tree would be faster than finding our own way.
It would be. It would be. I just don't feel very confident about his ability to not get killed by the
Well,
red.
you
I
didn't
feel
seem very
confident
confident
about
about mine.
ability to keep him safe.
Well, Cordelia,
Well, worst
I was
comes to
worried about
worst,
you
you can
being
just
my
turn
friend.
into like.
He's very small.
But worst comes to worst, you can just turn into like a snake or something and burrow away.
All right. I just would
And
hate
he-
if the first time he leaves his home, we get him murdered.
I mean, he's been living here, which I guarantee, whether he's in the building or not, is not the safest place.
All right. And
I think
guess
he'll be fine.
Eloise.
And he does not have to join us for fight.
That's good. I don't think he should. And we can talk about all the pale tree stuff later, but do you know why anyone would be after this tree now? Why they would need Lizzie's heart? Do you know anything at all?
Well, Lizzie is apparently a spirit of nature, which means she has a very strong connection to the pale tree. The pale tree offered many gifts that could be taken if corrupted.
So you think their goal is to use the heart to corrupt the tree?
Could be. The pale tree, if that happens, I don't know what will happen. Very bad things could happen. Very bad things. I might die.
That's not going to happen.
The pale tree is what makes us, you and me, different from animals.
Alright.
Their blessings, the pale tree's blessings, is what has distinguished us from them. And I don't know what would happen if the pale tree was corrupted.
Then we prevent corruption.
We will. You okay?
We will fix this, Alois.
Do you want a hug? I'll give her a big hug.
I'm gonna join in.
A rubber hand. It's okay. It'll be okay.
Thank you for telling us. It's easier to help when we know what's going on.
You'll be okay. Bernie's not letting go. She'll be in this hug for 3 days if that's what it takes. She will be in this hug for as long as it takes.
Dedication.
I want you to know then, you'll never get away because Alois is just as freaking dedicated to hugs.
Are we just
Zala is too. We're just sitting here hugging. Just hugging it out.
Cordelia and Shay are in the corner like, okay, battle strategy, what do we... And then Alois is just hugging in
And
the
then
corner.
Alois is trying to like pull them in every few minutes.
That's sweet.
Like, we need to get going. Like,
Yes, we
corruption.
cannot
This is
stop
gonna be bad.
corruption with hugs.
Alright.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you can.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
we have to get there, and then we can try.
Yeah.
Can be plan H.
H for
No,
hug.
H is for harm.
No,
Oh.
H is H.
Don't
Okay,
harm
eight
the tree.
point.
Okay,
Calm
8.2.
Yes, that's a very funny joke.
I did not realize I was making joke.
Oh, well, you're a natural. I
Are
guess
you
I'm
ready?
still
Um, Sprig finishes his meal, disappears upstairs for a moment before he comes back with a well-worn, old, sort of gnarled walking stick and a rather thick book tucked under his arm. And he says, "I'm ready."
All right. Lead the way, Sprig. I will stay near you so I can help if something happens.
Oh, I don't know. Can I be behind you and just tell you where to go?
That would work.
Okay. That way, outside the building.
And I guess I lead the way with Sprig's directions.
All right.
When we go outside, I introduce Sprig and Steven.
Well, as you step outside, you make your way over to the cart, and Sprig seems quite smitten with Steven. There is a sound that catches the attention of Bernie, Alois, and Shay. The tensing of bowstrings. The sound of metal sliding from sheaths. And looking up, you can see 6 figures positioned along the rooftops with longbows aimed at you. 2 figures approaching from the nearby walkway, drawing curved blades.
I'm gonna equip my shield and draw my battle axe. I did those with the wrong hands. Shield, battle axe.
The figures that approach you are humanoid, covered in fur, with
Werewolves.
muzzle-like faces. And as they approach, they don't appear to be aggressively hostile. However, when they're about 40 feet away from you, they say, "Throw your arms down. You are in violation of entering the Lurende forest, home of the werekin."
We didn't know that was against the law.
I'm putting myself directly in front of Sprig. And not saying anything, but I'm also not putting my weapons down because I need to protect Sprig. I said I would.
Sprig doesn't seem to be too bothered.
Alois waves. Hi.
We were sent by the companions of Lonely Lizzie to retrieve her heart. Oh, is that the wrong thing to say?
Liars!
Oh no, that's quite the truth.
No, we met Mitch and what was the other one's name?
Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah, we met Mitch and Vinny. Mitch is dead, I think, unfortunately, but there's something growing out of him now, in case we can't get the heart back. So,
A seed, a tree.
The creature next to the one who spoke to you whispers into the other's ear, and they sort of have this hushed, brief exchange before they say, "You will stand trial in Carehold.
see, we can't.
There we will assess your guilt or not."
See, we don't have the time for that because the pale tree is about to be corrupted and we need to stop that.
Does not seem to be swayed by your the argument.
I'm gonna look back
What
over
is the
and say,
penalty?
I would assume death.
Just want to be sure.
I wanna look down to Sprig and say, you said Pale Tree was near Carehold, yes?
Yeah, they protect it.
Well, we would be closer.
He waves at some of them.
Look, Sprig, you can vouch for us, right? I mean, we're good people.
Oh yeah.
She's a seedling, so...
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
put
true.
my equipment away again.
Sprig steps up, and he literally just trots over to these figures. They do not seem to be, like, they don't take any aggressive stance as he approaches, and he approaches very friendly. They have a brief conversation, and you feel their eyes on you, Alois.
Alois is very irritated right now.
And Sprig comes over again wearing a bit of a happy smile, and the individual who addressed you says, "Perhaps you are not with the others who make home in the Lurende. However, you will still be required to speak with the elders."
I believe that is only respectful as we are in your home. We did not know we were. I am deeply sorry.
The bowmen on the roofs loose the tension in their strings. They still have their bows drawn, and they still have their arrows knocked, but they're no longer literally aiming arrows at you.
We would be happy to speak with your elders. We do, however, wish to convey sense of urgency as we are trying to track people who took Lizzie's heart still. And they are days ahead of us by now.
Follow us.
Thank you.
They turn, walk down the alley. Some of the were creatures drop down nearby and seem to be waiting for you all to follow the leader.
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna gesture for Bertie and Cordelia to stay close to me, but I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alright.
This is definitely, like, the most irritated y'all have ever seen Alois.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you mean we have to talk to someone? The Pale Tree's in danger. That is our priority right now.
And as you all follow these strange were creatures through the rest of the city toward some place known as Careholt. That is where I'm going to wrap this session.
Solid.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does Shay know what these creatures are, given that Urtu is kind of a safe haven for people like Shift and stuff like that?
You do not, actually.
Okay.
But that was a good question. It was a safe bet that you might know something, but unfortunately not. Yes. Yeah, so that is it for this
Boy,
week's
howdy.
session. Lots done. You met Sprig. Yeah.
I like Sprig.
I'm gonna feel so bad.
Make sure we're not gonna let Sprig die.
No, we're not.
Make sure you consider subscribing to us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, join our Discord. Be sure to bear in mind that where was I going with? Oh, Wonder Home one shot on August 29th. We're very excited about that. It's going to be the first of many indie tabletop one shots that we hope to run. Yeah.
Follow Be Gay Roll Dice.
Yeah, follow Be Gay Roll Dice.
Yeah.
Purchase coffee from Grinding Coffee through our affiliate link. Support not one, but 2 queer-owned businesses.
Follow us on Twitter and other such plugs like that usually happen at the end of a video.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, or whatever else.
Smash that like button.
Smash
Oh my
it.
god.
Just smash it.
Can we
I
just
don't-
start doing
I
that
don't
after game, please?
think,
I don't even think
Twitch has like button.
Twitch doesn't have like buttons, but you know these
we
go
put
up
these
on
on
YouTube.
so it may,
You'll know what we're talking about.
Yes, thank you though, T100. Don't forget to love each other.
We're just gonna blatantly steal that from Brian W.
Yeah.
Foster.
But you know,
I do have my "Don't forget to love each other" mug, so
yes, which is already tea stained,
very tea stained.
which makes Scotty happy. Yeah, we love you all very much. Thank you all for spending a couple hours with us while we roll some dice and make silly voices. Please be safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands.
Take care of each other.
Take care of each other. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.